Hello and welcome back to the Cove with more EU4 Anglophile. So we are at war with Genoa. We are going for Corsica so we can complete a mission and start looking at maybe going towards Alexandria and a few other locations. Cyprus and Crete, I believe, are on the list, as well as Malta. So yeah, I'm kind of keen to see how that goes, but it looks like the Two Sicilies has formed, and so has Tuscany, which is an interesting point. You will also see that the Papal State is no longer allowed to have Rome. So that is a kind of intriguing turn of events, but still it's all good nonetheless. Now, we have picked up a new Argentina and a British Brazil, which I'm rather happy with. However, in that time I did forget to call one of our provinces our Suerta. So we should have done that a little while ago, so we'll go ahead and do that now. That'll be good for the next time we go against Portugal. But for now, we're just going to be sitting here and taking a little bit of attrition while we take away their forts and work our way towards our next little objective. So in this war, it's fairly compact. We have Austria, who is on our side. We also have ourselves... Well, actually, you know what? I'll just show you. We have Savoy, Tuscany, and the Two Sicilies. So basically, we're fighting all of Italy with the majority of Europe, I guess. Alright, so we'll keep that going. But first, we have an exploration mission that has finished. Let's go ahead and explore the Eastern Indian Ocean. I suppose that makes a little bit of sense. In fact, if we can get all of the... if we can get all of the oceans covered, and we can pick up another island or two, we'll be able to do a circumnavigation quite quickly, which would be rather nice. That is a rather decent, prestigious event if you can get that. So, considering the fact that we've hamstrung pretty much every other colonial player, I'm rather keen to get all of the benefits to myself. Alright, looks like we have some native uprisings, but that is fine. We have everybody sorted out nicely. We do have an extra colonist, so I think we're going to go ahead and send him over here. We're going to keep up the expelling from Cork, and we're going to send 2,000 men over there. I think that'll be fine. So British Canada, let's see, we're at 1, 2, 3... soon to be 4 and 5. That would be rather nice, being able to get that all sorted out. But I'm not too concerned yet. There we go. Easily handled. And I think that's pretty good. So, at the moment, we're doing rather well. We've got lots of power. We do have an institution to pick up at some point. But we're going to see about embracing that before we do take our tech. Alright, and it looks like the Papal Conclave has elected the Two Sicilies. Huh. Intriguing. Alright, well, you know what? We'll chuck a little bit in there for now. Who knows? Maybe they will pass away fairly quick and we'll have a good chance. Looks like we still have a fair bit of trouble with religious turmoil. If we check out our military, how many... Ooh, we've only got 1 out of 5. You know what? We're going to spend a little bit of our mill mana, and we're going to pick up a couple of generals. So that's 4. Do we go for a second conquistador? I think the answer is no, we should be fine. So what have we got? We have a 4-3-1, that's not bad. A 2-3-3, that's also pretty good. 2-1-2-2, I guess that's pretty all round. And then a 2-3-2. So we've only really got 1 combat general. And then there's the Conquistador with a 4-1-2, which again isn't amazing, but it's also not terrible either. Okay, so let's keep going. We need to move some of our men around a bit, I think. We'll go... No, we'll go with the 2-1-2 for now. Let's bring him over to some French land. That should be fine. That blockade is perfectly strong, and no one seems to want to get in the way of that. In fact, we'll give it a day, just in case anybody is a little bit wounded. Then we'll move on from there. Alright, so what have we got? British West Indies, they've sailed all the way across. That's nice to see. And then, yeah, let's bring these guys up over there. Alright, so at least now we have the war goal. Now we're just going to peace out, essentially Savoy and everybody else involved. Alright, what have we got here? Making peace for yearly prestige or gain some right now. You know what? We will find the monk and persuade him to lead us to the city. I think that's fairly reasonable. Alright, everybody else is not doing too good. That is what we want to see. Alright, colony self-sustaining, let's see. Whereabouts are you? That is over here. Okay, so that's 1 and 2. That's not bad. We have a couple more provinces we could theoretically take. The question is, would we rather focus on having a British Australia? Because I feel like we would. Ah, that would be why. We never actually landed there, so I'm glad that we checked in on this. 377. Oh dear, are we going to lose a couple of troops? That feels pretty bad. Oh dear. Okay, we're going to try and get them to port. We'll get them there as quick as we possibly can. Yeah, that's not ideal. Let's go ahead and go for... What have we got here? Great Britain, we have 3 heavies. Oh, right, yes. They are... What are you guys doing? I suppose you... Oh, you're exploring us, unless he randomly just died as we did click on that. Maybe we pick up an island here. That's maybe not the worst. Or we just go ahead and start sending him now. And hope that in a year's time, we can still get something from this. Alright, conversion successful, that's wonderful. These guys have to sail on back and hopefully they survive, but it doesn't look like there's going to be a very easy thing to do. We'll see if that happens. We'll get notifications if there's... Oh, ships have been lost. Who would have thought? Yeah. Yeah, that's 2 out of 3, and that's probably the last one. Yep, there we go. Okay, so, you know what? We're going to go ahead and build a couple more to fix our losses. Let's go with a couple of flutes. We'll do... You know what? 1, 2, 3. That should be enough. We'll also go ahead and build up maybe a couple more men. Yeah, let's go... You know what? We'll do them over here. Yeah, we'll do that over here. That should be fine. I don't think we can build a regiment if we're building ships. We'll just go ahead and do them over here. 1, 2, and make 4,000 men. That should be fine. Yeah, 4 regiments should be sufficient. And the rest can go while we wait. Alright, let's see. What have we got over here? We have... Oh, hang on a second. We need a few more men brought back over. I totally forgot that we had left some men back there. None of our messages particularly worrying. There we go. 15, 5, 11. That seems reasonable. Let's go... Who are we fighting? Shall we start working on Tuscany? I feel like Tuscany's a good call. We'll walk our way around Savoy. They're being fairly well besieged by our Union members, so that's rather good. Looks like the crusade has been called against the Mamelukes. That's never a bad thing to cash in on if you can. Any extra bonuses are always nice. Let's also see, while we're going, how is the institution spreading? What are you looking at? 0.35 per month. Oh my goodness, that's it's rather horrendous. Alright, maybe France will get this fairly quickly. Looks like France will. 0.29, maybe not. Huh. It does not look like anybody's going to have this too quickly. Yeah, it looks like Liège could be the fellows to know. So, hey Liège, we're going to go ahead and improve relations with you. There we go. we're going to see if they can sell it to us. That would be rather nice. Alright, so what have we got here? Lose a tax in King's Country, in King's County and autonomy, and gain 1 base tax in London. Nobility loses some, or nobility gains loyalty, and we get a morale of armies and yearly corruption. Huh. Yeah, we'll just go ahead and accept it. I don't really feel like losing too much more, and we should probably go ahead and pick up. We should probably use a little bit of our administrative power. We're getting to a point where we're getting rather taxed. So, things I think we should do is let's go straight to our subjects. British West Indies. Can we... Oh, we'll pay off your debt while we're here. We can decrease tariffs. Sure, we'll go ahead and do that. That seems to have kept everybody happy. In fact, no one's unhappy at all, so that'll do a little. And then... what else do we want to expand upon? We could go for a little bit of development there, get you up to 25. You're already 20... oh, you're 23, you know what? There we go, that's up to 25. That's 15. Do we go ahead and just do the whole... yeah, we're going to go ahead and do the whole, what is it? Encourage development. There we are. An extra 10% off, I suppose, is worth something. And a little bit of development's probably going to help us get the institution too. So, let's go... 1, 2, 3, 4. No, we'll go 5. There we go, that brings us up to a total of 25. That's pretty jolly good, if you ask me. And that brings us down to a more reasonable level as well. So, yeah, we'll go ahead and accept that for now. We're going to keep our armies marching around. We're going to take this siege. Yeah, as soon as we get this, though, I'm kind of keen to go to war with Venice. I'm sure Austria will be very keen to help us out in that regard. They have, yeah, borders there, so I'm not surprised if that's the, if they're willing to join on in. Alright, local tax modifier, I guess we will take. We just got to get working on these jolly forts. How are we going to bust through? You know what? We have military power to spare. We're going for a barrage. We don't have forever in these wars, so we may as well make the most of what we can. Yeah, improved relation with Castile is doing very good, so that should be nice and easy. Favours are still growing fairly rapidly. In fact, yeah, we're probably doing rather well indeed. Alright. Natives still being okay, that's good. That's... Quebec. I'm guessing that's... yeah, that's still definitely part of Canada, so that's good to know. Still working towards that colonial nation. And in the meantime, I guess we're just kind of sitting on back for a second and allowing whatever happened to happen. So, yeah, let's bring our navy out. Better make sure that we can do what we can to save our friends. A little bit of a blockade never hurt either. Get us a little bit of extra war score and increase their war exhaustion. That's always good. Alright. More conversions. I suppose we'll send another 10. Yeah, that'll do. But I think that's probably the last time that we do that. I'm sure it's only maybe another 5 or 10 years before we get the Anglican event. So that's, fingers crossed, that'll be it. Alright, let's go ahead and take the power. The power is always the way to go. Tariffs, they don't really do us any good. Alright, and yeah, of course it does cost us too to remove the tariffs as well. Alright, so Siege of Ferrara is over. Thank you very kindly. Let's go... yeah, we'll walk on up to their next fort. We're going to get caught in their zone of control anyway, so we'll do that. Now, what have we got here? It looks like root out heresy in Denmark. Huh. So if Denmark becomes Catholic, that's a thing. Go for a barracks and we'll gain free manpower. That's pretty decent. And then Jamaica Channel has an advisor. You know what? We're going for the nobility. Barracks is easily done and should be pretty good. Alright, what happened here? We have a battle and we took out a very small number. Alright, well, looks like we have a diplomatic faux pas. So much for our diplomatic reputation, I guess. But hey, we have armies. We don't need reputation when people know what we can do. And you know what? I think, speaking of doing those things, let's order a barrage. I'm kind of wanting to blitz through this war as quickly as possible if we can. Because I'm fairly sure that our war exhaustion is going to start ticking up fairly quickly. Alright, another 10-1, that is always good for us to take. Oh, and we got the siege at 14%. Ah, phenomenal. Alright, so in that case, let's go ahead and see what other forts exist. Roma, 2 Sicilies, alright. I guess that's what we're doing. We'll be fighting in the farmlands, that'll be fine. We have... yeah, we have more than they do. And yeah, it looks like Castile is joining in on the battle. There is no way they can escape. Yeah, 110,000 men. Well, believe it or not, it wasn't a stack wipe, but it was jolly close. If they had been going any slower, they would have got roasted. Alright, let's make sure our navy's in place as well. We may as well go ahead and get the benefits of a blockade. That would be good. And at 79%, we should be able to peace out relatively quickly. So, you know what? I think what we'll do here is we're going to see Savoy. Yes, what do you have that I want? Well, we could send Brescia to France. It looks like they may have a claim. No, Burgundy does. Savoy. Alright, but it looks like France kind of wants that. Yeah, France does. You know what? I'm willing to give it to France, because eventually one day that's giving it to me. So we'll spend a little bit of diplo on that. We'll go ahead and... honestly, I don't care about the rest. We could revoke cause from... we could... Nope. Never mind. I guess we're going to go ahead and take war reparations. All your money. Transfer trade power? I don't know if that's... yeah, we're not really going to be doing too much to them otherwise. Sure, I guess in that case we'll just go with transfer trade power. Yeah, no one's even going to be that angry. That's phenomenal. Alright, let's call back our Castilian diplomat. He can take care of things for us right here. There goes Savoy. Thank you kindly. Oh, did we go for war reparations? Uh-oh, I can't remember if we did war reparations. Economy... spoils of war. Oh, we did. That's not bad. 2.46 per month is reasonable. Let's see. If we can get this jolly... no, what is that? Perugia? That would be rather kind, because then we can start working on the 2 Sicilies and not get black flagged. That would be the dream. Alright, looks like Genoa wants out, but I don't care. So we're going to elect to ignore his decision and start working out over here. You know what? If we did piece them out, we could probably just walk on through. And we expelled them. Good riddance. Let's see. How are we doing over in Australia? Are we still jolly well not able to do it again? Okay, this is kind of annoying. There was a guy right there. Let's go ahead and send it. I'm going to go for the Irish minorities again. We'll keep a weather eye out this time though. And hopefully, just hopefully, we can figure something out before it goes too crazy. Alright, and it looks like Newfoundland indeed. Let's go private enterprise. That seems to be what we're working with at the moment. And another colonist? Oh, good grief. Did we send one? We did send one. Can we send another one? We could. You know what? We will. We're going to send 2 over here just to try and get this done, because I'm sick and tired of not being able to take our holdings that we deserve. Alright, what else have we got? Tuscany is looking to peace on out. That's probably not a bad idea for them. But I think we're going to stay there for just a fraction longer. We'll go... Come on, Austria, it will work. Liège is very happy with us. Let's recall him. Let's go ahead and see peace offer from both of them. Let's see. Denmark. Your opinion's pretty bad. Sweden's not amazing. Trying to find someone who's going to get this and pass it along to us. Yeah, Denmark, no. Dithmarschen. You know what? You don't totally hate us. You know what? We're going to try and improve relations with you and see if we can get the institution through you. But I guess sometimes there's not much you can do about that. Alright, well, looks like we have a no debate in Parliament, so we might as well get that started right about now. Let's see. Local autonomy for some location for... yeah, no, unimportant. Monthly autonomy, reform, growth, progress, could be good. Colonists, I think we're going to stick with the colonists for now. Merchant is nice. Colonial governor, nah, again, cheaper. Let's see, relations with one of Great Britain's vassals or lesser union partners will increase by 25. Income, nah, that's garbage. We can do better than that. Free stability would be nice if we had a less stability, but we don't. So yeah, we're just going to go ahead and do what we've been doing for the last however many, and pick up the colonial range, colony cost modifier, and the global settler increase with the colonist. We'll go ahead and take those. Let's go ahead and you know what, we'll spend some military power. I don't care about that. We'll lose a little bit of war exhaustion goes away. Oh, and would you look at that, everyone seems happy with that. Alright, so there we go. That should be Tuscany dealt with. Everybody can now pick a target and flow on through. We did take a... nope, we have stolen a ship. Oh, isn't that just fancy? And we'll go to... we'll go over to the next port, I suppose. Alright, so let's go ahead and get rid of Tuscany. Let's go for all your cash. We're going to go for all your future money. We're going to say... what do we want? Beastie trade? You know what? You are allied to Venice. And I'd rather not if I'm going to fight them. You know what? I think we're going to go ahead and get rid of Venice to sort out our problem for the next war. Yeah, that'll be fine. And you know what? Two Sicilies. Are you allied? Not anymore. And Burgundy. Let's stuff them over as well. Those guys have been a thorn in our side for quite some time. And then from there, let's just go ahead and see. Do you give us transfer trade power? That seems effective. Alright, set that demand. That'll be good. Alright, so we finally got Swerta down as one of ours. That is good to see. Genoa is getting pretty close to outright, what is it? Unconditional surrendering, I would dare say. They've been fully occupied for a few years. Oh, deploy tech cost. Fantastic. But I don't see that going on for much longer, and here we are. Let's see. 2 years ahead of time. Getting awfully close. I do want to spend... the production efficiency is nice, but if we can pick it up, but I just don't think we're going to get it. You know what? We'll wait a year. I think I'll pay a 5% increase. I think that's probably going to be our best bang for buck, just considering how much we have and how close we are to being capped. So you know what? Yeah, let's go ahead and just take all the tech. 20% increase. Let's see, that's 490, still under base cost. 634, a little bit more, and then 718. Yeah, well, it is what it is. Now let's go ahead and take all of those. There we go. Alright, well, at least we've now got a good 14 years before we have to worry about the printing press. Unfortunately, we did pay 30% above because of that, but, oh well. It could be worse. Alright, let's go for sheer fire value. Let's go with large cast iron cannons. That is the best thing for us, I dare say. They're not going to attack us. We're way too powerful. That's what we need. Oh, and Genoa's offering another piece. I do not care. Come on, guys. Let's just... oh, Napoli is over. Fantastic. Another one. Let's go... Oh, right, we're stuck behind that fort zone of control. Can we piece you out? In fact, we probably can. That would make things a little bit easier. War reparations. Transfer trade power. You know what? We'll take all your money. We'll transfer trade power, and then what else do we want? Could take Malta. Oh, in fact, Malta would be the perfect thing because we're going to get that as a claim anyway. So the moment we click the button for increasing our reach, that'll give us a permanent claim on Malta, Crete, Cyprus, and the Delta area. So what I think we're going to do is, yeah, we're definitely going to piece out for Malta, and then we'll piece out the other one immediately after, and that should mean we can get exactly what we want. So let's just clear the offer again. We'll pick up the land, we'll take the war reparations, all your money. Anything else? We've got a little bit of something left. Let's go... Portugal. You're not allowed an alliance just because we can spite you. And yeah, that'll make our life a little bit easier. Alright, looks like our native uprisings are still going on, but we are perfectly fine. That is good to see. Oh, one of our colonists hasn't made it to where they need to go. Does that mean one of them has made it over here? No? Well, I guess we're going to try that again. We are going to get there, one way or another. I swear we're going to. Even if it's one of the last things that we do. Oh, and here it is. Are we finally becoming Anglican? Yes. Okay, so Anglican is now enabled. You know what? Let's read this and have some fun. The Church of Great Britain. As the Protestant Reformation radically shifts the religious landscape of Europe, Great Britain must make a firm stance on its faith. This has, of course, provoked much discussion in court, with some favouring the Protestant cause and others defending the traditional religion. Emperor Philip I, however, has a novel idea for the creation of a different sort of church. A church with the Emperor as its supreme governor. A happy union of church and state. Neither Protestant, Catholic, nor Reformed, it would take a flexible approach to doctrine as fits the circumstances. Such a church would have its advantages. No longer subject to any higher ecclesiastical authority, the emperor could marry and divorce at will, determine the nation's theological direction, and have the assurance that they are appointed to rule directly by God. Well, okie dokie. So we can enable Anglicanism. Papacy is going to hate us, but we knew that was going to be the case. We will gain plenty of money, and the religion in London changes to Anglican. We also get religious zeal until 1580, which is a good, 24 years? And, yeah, local missionary strength, so that won't be able to be affected. And then the religion of Cornwall also changes to Anglican, and Great Britain gets religious zeal until the 8th of March 66. So 10 years of missionary strength against heretics, and missionary maintenance cost. Alright, we could also, Anglican becomes the state of Great Britain, apply to our ruler and possible heirs. Let's see. We get religious zeal. Our religion in Cornwall changes to Anglican, and that had that zeal as well. Extra things there. We would lose ducats. The papal state would hate us. In fact, a few people would be rather unhappy, minus 50, and then Great Britain gets Anglican evangelicalism until 8th of March 66, and we'd lose Diplo rep. Evangelize to the world. So would that give us a centre of reformation? Oh yes, there it is. Yes, right on the fifth line. London will be a centre of reformation. You know what? That's going to help us out a lot. I don't care too much about our Diplo rep at the moment. Yes, evangelize the church to the world. Hip hip huzzah! We are now Anglican. So, now that we're Anglican, I'm kind of keen to see what we can do. So we can pass a Blasphemy Act, Missionary Strength and Tolerance of Heretics. Yes. Pass the Conventicle Act, Missionary Strength and Tolerance of Heretics. Again, yes. These are both things that we wish. And now if we check out our religion, we are Anglican. Okay, so church power. We gain some per month. It's bad because of our religious unity, but we will get there fairly quickly, I am certain. Let's go ahead and, yeah, both of these guys are going for the quickest conversions as possible. That will be ideal. We should also, once we're a little bit stronger, we're going to go ahead and help France and Castile become Anglican as well. But that, in fact, I think is a very good place to end things. We founded a new church, we're about to pick up some new land, and we're going to expand the true faith to more of the world. So if you do want to see that, be sure to hit that subscribe button, and I will see you next time. So until then, thank you for tuning in to the Leviathan Cove. This is the Leviathan, signing out.